Hi everyone, welcome back to our next video on translations. This time we're going to focus on horizontal shifts. So people often get confused on which direction to go for horizontal shifts because with vertical shifts, if you have f of x plus 3, you shift 3 in the positive direction. Well, this minus sign here makes things a little different. If you have f of x minus 3, you'll go along the axis in the positive direction. So notice that for vertical shifts, we always move in the direction that agrees with the sign. And for horizontal shifts, we'll always go in the direction that disagrees with the sign. So let's look at some examples here. So first we have, we're going to graph f of x equals the cube root of x minus 2. So again, we're going to graph a preliminary function from our library. So this is going to be g of x equals the cube root of x. So we know this graph. It's not a hard graph to draw. So we're going to have the point 0, 0 on the graph. We'll have the point 1, 1. We'll have 8, 2 on the graph. So let me see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the point 8, 2. And then we'll also get the points like this one, which is negative 1, 1. And then let me see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll get, actually no, this is not 1, negative 1. This is, goof there. This is negative 1, negative 1. Then this one is negative 8, negative 2. And so our graph will look like this. Oops. Sorry. Let's try that again. A little better. And then I want to flip the computer upside down and hope the screen doesn't move and draw it that way. So this is what the graph of the cube root of x is. And what we're going to do now is we want to look for x minus 2. And since we have a minus 2, we are going to add 2 to all the x coordinates. So let's do that. So we're going to graph f of x, which is the cube root of x minus 2. And notice that's just g of x minus 2. So let me change colors here. There we go. And so we'll draw a big graph. And so here we're going to add 2 to the x coordinate here. And so that's going to move our point here to 0. And then here too we're going to add 2 to the x coordinate, where we're going to get 3, 1. And then over here we're going to add 3 and get 11, so we have to go out that far, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, up 2, so we're at 11, 2. And then we have to do the same with these coordinates, so if we add 2 here, we'll get a positive 1, so we'll be at 1, negative 1 here. And then if we add 2 here, we'll be at negative 6. So let me see, 3, 6, negative 2, so this will be negative 6, negative 2, and then all there is to draw the curve in as before, so let's just be very careful, so we only have to do it once. And there we go. So notice that we added 2 to all the x coordinates. So let's do one more example. So I have f of x equals x plus 1 all squared. So again, we're going to take a preliminary graph, g of x equals x squared. And so again, this is going to be in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. We'll have 0, 0 here, 1, 1 here, and let's say 2, 4 here. That'll be good enough for our purposes. And then we'll have negative 1, 1, and negative 2, 4, and then we graph everything. There we go. So now we want to look at f of x, which is x plus 1 all squared, which we notice is g of x plus 1. So we are going to subtract 1 from all the x coordinates. So let's draw the first and second quadrants again, and this time we are going to subtract 1 from each of the x coordinates. So here, if we subtract 1, we'll be at 0 or negative 1, 0. If we subtract 1 here, we'll be at 0, 1. If we subtract 1 here, we'll be at 1, 4. Go away. I'm not going to recommend you right now if you keep doing it. There you go. 1, 4. On this side, if we subtract 1, we'll go to negative 2. And then if we subtract 1 here, we'll go to 3. Or negative 3. And then we graph. And oops, there we go. And there we go. That is how you do horizontal shifts. So up next are going to be the ones I like the least, which is vertical and horizontal stretching, and I will see you then.